Hey, to be honest with you guys, I don't have much of an intro today, so let's just get to watching Arcane. Holy shit. The animation. It looks like a painting. So gorgeous. Nice. Oh. Oh, it's it's the cool lady who I liked that in episode 3 was one of the many characters that met their untimely end.
What are you here for? My sunny personality. You attacked an inmate. Why? Why not?
Vi's personality is
Based
not
on an ongoing
surprising.
Bummer.
I'm kind of embarrassed to say that until like the very end of the last episode, I thought Kate's hair was some kind of like hood, like part of her hat. You know, like those hats that they wear in the desert to keep the sun off the back of their neck. I thought her hair was part of her hat because her hair is almost the exact same color as her uniform. I can't remember if I said that, but I wanted to bring it up because I thought that that was kind of a weird choice. Is Kate a character from League of Legends? I have to assume about 50% of the characters are made up for the show because otherwise I don't know if you'd be able to move the plot along properly. Skip intro. Can be a little tricky with the nails to make sure I'm hitting with the pads of my fingers. But they're pretty. Oh.
Daughters. But to all, they are heroes.
I have to say, Arcane is very good at portraying the grim reality of warfare. That you don't really die for your country, you just die.
I don't need favors. I need you to do your job.
Silco sounds a lot like that lady that I was
The
just talking
firelights are
about
both
that
born in both
Kate
our
was competing
sides.
against.
They ambushed my shipment at the
They're
Hex
not
Gates on the
related,
same
are
day
they?
as the attack. It seems to me the council has its culprit.
Oh, that's tidy for you. What if I'm not interested in playing along?
We've accomplished a lot together, Marcus.
Oh,
So,
okay, so that is Marcus. I
there's
don't
more
like
yet to
his
achieve.
mustache. I'm not a fan of mustaches in general, but I specifically don't like that kind.
Full of discrepancies dating back months. This is a poor use of our time. I'm a counselor now, Victor. It's my responsibility to make sure the Hex Gates are safe and protected.
Aw,
About what
Jace,
Red
don't
Guard
be
really
mean to your
lies.
boyfriend just
For
because you
those who
got a
know,
new powerful
or the
position in the
undead for you.
city.
Have you made any progress with the stolen gemstone?
Not really a fan of his
Chief
mutton
suspect
chops
was an
either.
Undercity gang. They call themselves
No!
operate like fancy
Victor!
ones on civilians and discounts.
No!
I've seen the tracker. We're going to get to the bottom of the issue. Victor, you alright? A headache. I need to get to the lab.
Okay, I was really worried he was going to go over that balcony. Please consider liking the video. I just found out that if videos don't get a certain amount of likes in a certain amount of time when they're first posted, then YouTube won't push them anymore. So please just consider it. Okay, thank you. Damn, Jinx. Really? Really? So, has Vi been in prison that entire time? Is that like she's supposed to have been in prison for 7 years?
Too risky.
Mages aren't bound to single functions. It said the arcane speaks
Ah,
to
they
the
said
dead.
it. They said arcane.
And
They did
so
it. They said the word. Pew, 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 pew.
Unbelievable. I didn't break you out of jail to eat slop.
Oh,
This
shut up,
is your
Kate.
idea.
Oh, there's the robot I hate.
Academy patronage.
By leniencies,
Oh, her
you
dress
need
is so
protection.
beautiful.
Lamar is harmless.
I'd love to wear it. I do not have the body for it,
Counselor
though.
Kinsella, I tightened our security.
And in so doing, put a target on your back. You've just made yourself everyone's common enemy, Jace.
And if anyone was wondering, that is why we say all cops are bad. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause the show for a second here just to make a point. Okay, so I just want to quickly say that this is like individuals can be good. Like, obviously, Jace is trying to do the right thing. He's trying to root out the corruption. But the problem is that it's not the individual merchants or the council people, right? It's the entire system is operating on what was constructed as corruption. It was built to be corrupt. And so, sort of the same thing when you have like a person who's like, oh, but like there are good cops, or like my family member is a police officer and they're like a good cop or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but unfortunately, like the system that they're a part of is broken, and the only way to make it work is to build a new system. There is no fixing the current system because it's not a flaw, it's a feature. People in power don't like the status quo to change. And that's why when revolutionaries get a little bit of progress, they either get squashed or not, usually. And so that's why I think we need to be a little bit smarter as a society when we're looking at systems. And I think that it's easy to brush off simple sayings like, ACAB or whatever, because I understand that it is both a human trait to generalize, and it's also a human trait to feel put off by the idea of generalizing, like, oh, well, you can't paint everyone with the same brush. But in this case, you can, because you're not painting the individuals, you're painting like a house that all of them are inside, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, I just felt like this was a good opportunity to have that kind of little important societal chat. I know it's kind of heavy for reacting to a show based on a video game, but if we don't take the little opportunities to have these kinds of chats, then we might not be in a position where it would occur naturally. Like maybe somebody who wouldn't have otherwise heard this kind of thing only heard it because it was in a League of Legends video, and now that person has learned something or has changed their perspective. I can only hope. Anyways, yeah, let's get back to the show. Don't hurt the bird, friend. What's wrong with this show and their animal killing? I don't like it at all. That was completely needless. Screw you, Arcane. That's a pretty cool scene transition. Sorry, killing the bird really put me in a bad mood. The facial animation in this show is really good. Like, whoever's in charge of doing the facial expressions is just like, they're able to communicate so much with little touches. Oh, Heimerdinger is gonna be mad, isn't he? Wait, is that his name? Heimerdinger? He's probably gonna be mad. I feel like he's gonna be mad.
You're hot, Cupcake. So what'll it be, man or woman?
Mark is having a crisis of conscience. A little late for that, isn't it?
One final act to make you the martyr you've always seen yourself as. Then what are you waiting for?
Lame. Lame fake out. This episode sucks.
A few tried.
Mm,
Fella's got the muscle.
that lady who looks like the female gremlin.
Took over the last drop. I saw. Things have changed.
I mean, I don't blame him for making out with her. She's very hot, but I'm still kind of shipping with Victor. Don't cheat on your boyfriend, Jace.
Are you headed home soon? I thought we could walk together.
I'm probably going to sleep here tonight.
Again? You know, as
See,
long as
some
tomorrow.
boyfriends are faithful, Jace. No, Victor, no. No, 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 no. Victor, no. Okay, I actually did not expect this show to have like straight up sex scenes. I wasn't expecting that. For them.
I almost drowned in these waters.
You told me a million times.
Me listening to my dad tell any story. This relationship is very creepy. I mean, you know my feelings. Did they add whatever band this is? Imagine Dragons, I think. Right? Did they add Imagine Dragons into the show? Uh, Oh, I like her with her hair out like that. Oh, Victor's alive. That's pretty good. Oof.
Keeping her? You mean
Maybe this is mean to say, but I feel like that character's voice actor could do a better job, considering everyone else is so good. Oh, that's why we got the sharpshooter flashback.
Stop calling me that. My name is Caitlin.
But you're so sweet.
Okay,
Like a cupcake.
that's very cute. I hope they are also a little bit gay together. I would like that. That would make me very happy, actually. Like, I kind of thought Kate had a thing for Jace, but I way prefer her having a thing with Vi.
the sister? She's back.
From the dead.
That's a good ending line. That was good. Well, better stop it there. Well, that was certainly an episode. Holy cow. I think I went through the entire spectrum of emotions while watching that. I was happy, I was sad, I was excited for gayness, I was mad about animal death, and yeah, this show it it really pushes and pulls me like an elastic band. I'll be like, "Ugh, I'm not enjoying this," and then it'll do something, and I'm like, damn it, this is so good. So I guess I have to give it that. Also, looking at the bingo card, as you can see, I have some stickers on my fingers here because I think we have a few boxes to mark off. First and foremost, I should have marked off the partnering up with an antagonist square quite a bit. I mean, at least in episode 4. Yeah, the last episode, right? Because technically we did start with Jinx as a protagonist, and then she partners up with an antagonist. And although when I made the square, I did mean like having to work with an antagonist that remains an antagonist. However, uh, we also have Vi and Kate working together now, so I'm counting it, and I'm just gonna mark it off here with this pink Xbox controller sticker. Then, what was the other one? Another one I'm kind of counting on a technicality is the I miss a key moment by looking at myself in the viewfinder box because I actually did miss the explosion fake out initially with Marcus and Silco. And I didn't realize that it was a fake out, and so I missed the initial explosion looking at myself in the viewfinder fixing my shirt, and then I was like, "Wait, crap, I have to go back," and so I rewound and then watched it, and then I was kind of let down, but the point is I did do that, so purple Tamagotchi sticker right there. And then this last sticker, I don't know if you can see, it's super tiny here on my finger. And the reason I picked a super tiny sticker for this one is because I'm going to put it on the forced romance plotline box. Because even though I don't necessarily think that Jace and oh my god, I really need to learn this character's name, but the sexy lady, I don't think their romance is like insanely forced. Like they've obviously had quite a bit of rapport, but I don't necessarily know that I've ever felt their stuff being romantic or even necessarily all that sexual, other than both of them being attractive. So I'm putting a little sticker on it so that it's like, well, it's just a little bit. Also, yes, this is harder to do when I'm holding the microphone in my hand, but honestly, I think it's going to be worth it because I really do think that this is going to improve the sound quality. Yeah, I'm close to getting bingo on that last line there, so that's exciting, I guess. Anyway, to wrap up my thoughts on the episode, I'm just going to repeat that the storytelling in the show is masterful, and the way that they make me mad and upset and like, this show is stupid, screw this show, and then like pull me right back in and make me excited to see something else or get me happy about two different characters collaborating. I I guess it really is a good show. Like the storytelling aspects are amazing and the animation is incredible. Yeah, that's what I have to say right now. And also, I'm a little bit nervous for what's going to happen in the next episode because as I kind of mentioned, the friend who got me to watch Arcane did tell me that the season is sort of split into these 3 episode arcs. And episode 3 did a lot of stuff that I didn't like. I mean, it's good for the story, but I miss Clagger and Milo. Anyways, I am equal parts scared and excited, I guess, to see what the next episode brings. Lastly, I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry about how whenever I do these reaction videos, I have to keep doing those like really annoying overlays, and I had to actually add sound effects last time to the audio track because otherwise YouTube is just picking it up, and like I don't know how YouTube is getting some of these things because like I turn the volume way down and I don't know, man, like they must have a pretty advanced system, but the thing is that like I also know it's AI, so I'm very confused about how it catches these things. But I guess that's just part of the game. So I'm always trying to make the video less disruptive, and then I end up having to put a really disruptive like overlay on top because otherwise it just says your video won't be viewable anywhere. So even though really it should be YouTube apologizing for that because this is totally fair use, I will just say I'm sorry too. As always, wishing you health and happiness.